All right, hello there. We are back again. This week it's Sunday Night Football. The Browns of Cleveland taking on the Giants of New York. The Browns trying to get that 10th win of the season. The Giants hoping to stay alive in the playoff chase. Freddie Kitchens calling plays tonight for the Giants, and early on you felt that Freddie Kitchens, right? Going for that. The Giants go for a fake field goal on their first drive. That felt very Freddie Kitchens. And unfortunately for the Giants, the fake field goal is a no deal. The Browns on their first drive, they find themselves in a fourth down. They go for it on fourth. They fail on the fourth down conversion. And the Giants follow that. Oh, Hubbard went down on that first drive for the Browns, too. They're already down on the offensive line. Hubbard goes out early in the game. They get another injury later in the game with Sheldon Richardson. Never did hear much of a report on Sheldon. I don't think he returned. They said maybe a neck injury. Didn't say much about Hubbard either. He did not return. So then the Giants follow Cleveland's their failed fourth down attempt with a field goal to go up 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. So a little bit concerning, the running game, although it doesn't often get going in the first quarter, with the offensive line looking like, oh boy, things are getting thin here on the O-line. Giants are up 3-0. And then the Browns put together a nice long drive, ending it with a Hooper touchdown, going up 7-3. That's when New York goes. Then New York has their own drive of going for it on fourth down. Passed up a few field goals tonight. Who knows if that would have changed the game at all. So the Giants fail on fourth down. The Browns follow that up. They get a touchdown to Jarvis Landry. Then a rough taunting penalty on Landry. Landry had some words. Another nice drive by Cleveland. Landry ends it with a touchdown. Looks like he says a few things to the Giants player. The Giants player had a few things to say to him. They throw the flag on Landry, pushing the extra point back 15 yards. Then COVID Parkey, no deal, missing the extra point. 13-3 at halftime. Not too bad, although, it seemed like Cleveland played pretty well. They were moving the ball almost at will on offense. They had that one failed fourth down, but only 13 points to show. Not great. Not a lot going on in the third quarter other than the bad injury to Sheldon. But you could start to see those runs by Chubb were now becoming 5, 7, 8, 9, 12-yard runs. I don't know what he ended up with. I didn't check the stats, but it seemed like Chubb was probably pushing close to 100 yards. And so it ended the third quarter, still 13-3. Uneventful third quarter, like I said, other than the Sheldon injury, which was a big deal. That's very eventful, actually. So then now, 2 weeks in a row here in the fourth quarter. I didn't mention it last week. It ended in a loss, so who cares? But the Browns have this set where they go with 3 tight ends. Kind of seems like an obvious rundown, and they throw the ball. Last week they converted a big pass play downfield. This week they pick up a first down. It was third down this week. They pick up the first down to Austin Hooper. Keep that drive going, and then that ended with a Chubb touchdown, making it 20-3. He had really got it going in the second half. Didn't see a whole lot of Hunt in the second half. Seemed like Chubb time. The Giants do tack on another field goal. Finally, they go for a field goal. They make this one 20-6. And, like I said, those missed the fake field goal earlier, the going for it on fourth. Would it have just ended 20-12? Who knows? There's a scary moment there on an onside kick. So Baker looked good again. Higgins looked good. Landry, Chubb, of course. And the offensive line, even being down a couple guys, not a lot of pressure on Baker tonight. Myles Garrett, still looking like he's slowly coming back from COVID. He got a sack late in the game. Vernon looked good tonight. Saw old Peppers out there. Like they mentioned, there was a lot of guys that used to play on the other team involved in this game tonight. No OBJ, but they did show the catch, of course. So I guess that does it now. The Browns moving on. Their 10th win of the season. Almost a lock for the playoffs. Giants not looking good. We'll see, though. That NFC East, somehow it's still up for grabs. Colt McCoy. It was nice seeing old Colt McCoy out there. I don't know. And otherwise, I guess give me a thumbs up. Boom. If you're a Giants fan or a Browns fan. And if you're a Giants fan and you're like, whatever. You want to give me the middle finger as a thumbs down. The virtual middle finger. I guess. Oh, well, your team still got a shot at the playoffs. And also, look, I don't know if anybody here watching, I imagine you are. If you made it this far, maybe there's some Mandalorian fans here. I was on Talking Mandalorian with Joe LaRocca over on his channel. I'll include a little link to that down there in the description. Worth checking out. We went a little long, but, hey, man, talk Mandalorian all day, kind of like Browns football. All right, guys, boom, we're out of here. Thanks for watching. Hey, you like that? Little F-Zappa 20 action.